Okay, so as we should all know by now, Robert Mueller has recently passed away. I think it was Sunday, the 20 March 22nd is when he passed. He was 81 years old, I believe. Um, Now Robert Mueller is famous mostly for his Mueller report looking into Trump. What was it, during or after his first term? Anyhow, to look into like Russian collusion and all this other nonsense. Prior to that, he was a lawyer and was the, I don't know, something like 14th director of the FBI or something like that. Anyhow, he passed, and I'm sure, as you may also be aware, Trump was a little aggressive in what he said about him. I mean, condensing from this stupid CNN headline, he said, Trump put, "Good, I'm glad he's dead." I think the rest of it said something like, "I'm glad he's dead so he can't hurt anyone else," or something like that. So, of course, outlets like CNN and all that are going to put it as, "Oh, Trump's insensitive comments about the dead hit a new level." So, anyways, I just wanted to talk about this. For starters, is it a little aggressive? Okay, yeah, it is a wild wild take to say about when somebody dies. "Oh, good, about time he's dead." Like, at the same time, though, there is a lot that you have to keep in mind. I mean, it's kind of like when Rob Reiner passed and he was a little bit aggressive towards him. Rob Reiner spent his whole entire life, well, not his whole life, but, the past 10 years while Trump's been in politics, just crying about him all the time, hating on him, just like Stephen King does, just like Colbert does, just like all those late night hosts do. So, after 10 plus years of dealing with it, when something bad happens to somebody, maybe you do feel a little bit sigh of a relief. Not sigh of relief, but almost like I don't know, like, oh, good riddance. I don't have to deal with you anymore. And that's what I said about him when he was kind of like, I don't know, relieved about Rob Reiner's passing. Not too empathetic or sensitive or anything. And anyhow, likewise with this one, Robert Mueller. Robert Mueller did the investigation on him. I mean, I don't know the full details on it. I don't remember how that investigation went. All I know is there's the book that came out after the big Robert Mueller's report, blah blah, huge thick book. It's just about as thick as Stephen King's It. Um, but anyhow, you know, obviously Trump's gonna feel a certain way. This guy was investigating him over nonsense. The Russia hoax and all this and all the other dumb crap. The Russia P gate and all this. So yeah, maybe he feels a certain way. Also, um, I know he was director of the FBI. Was he ever the director under Trump, or did Trump put him with that other guy? What was it? Comey? I don't know. I don't remember those details of his first term. But regardless, if he did work with him in any fashion, maybe the guy just sucked. We don't know what he was really like, Robert Mueller. He would. We don't. So, maybe he feels a certain way and it's justified. But also, you gotta think, they're crying over here, "Oh, Trump's insensitive comments about the dead hit a new level." Like anybody at CNN is gonna ever have any kind of kind comments when he passes. I mean, get real. They'll be celebrating up a store. "Oh, the fascist has passed. Oh, the new age Hitler is no longer in existence." Like, they're not going to be posting all these heartfelt tributes and stuff to him. They already treat him like crap as it is. When he goes, it's not going to get any better. They're not going to all of a sudden be Mr. and Mrs. Empathetic. They're not going to be Mr. and Mrs. Sensitive. They're going to be the same old dickheads they've always been on CNN and MSNBC and every other outlet like that. I mean, look at how all these leftists and stuff acted when Charlie Kirk was assassinated last year. They all were celebrating it, acting like he was such a vile person because all he did was talk. He sat at campuses and allowed people to voluntarily come up to a microphone and start talking about whatever topic they wanted to. He didn't call on anybody. He didn't start the conversations. His guests did. The only thing he did to start anything was he showed up at a campus and was hanging out outside. I don't even think he was ever inside, really. It was mostly just outside. So, like, if you really had that much of a problem with Charlie, you could have just went in the building. And you wouldn't have to see him or anything. Simple as that. But nope. When he got clipped, they're, "Oh, good. That's what you get for being a mother effer." And everything was all great then, right? Over a guy that just talked. So, it's kind of like, CNN, relax. Spare us your stupid insensitivity comments, because you're part of the problem. Outlets like you, propaganda media like you, are part of the problem as to why the left is as deranged and insane as they are. Maybe a few people would calm down a little bit and come to reality and see things in a realistic and wholesome viewpoint, or a more neutral viewpoint. Society would be less psychotic. But no, you got people that are glued to CNN all day, and all they hear is your constant propaganda, and then they get into that mindset, and everything good is bad, and everything bad is good. Oh, trans is great. All kids should be trans. Hitler. Trump. He's Hitler. Oh, he's terrible. Oh, I can't like Trump. Oh, he's putting America first. That's bad. We gotta put communism first. Oh, we hate dictators, but at the same time, if you take out a dictator from another country, you're bad. That dictator should have been able to remain dictating in his country. It's just lame. It's what this cycle and this country always deals with. It's kind of embarrassing too, how ridiculous our country is. Our country is so stupid and out of touch. Like, the people that live here just worry about the dumbest things, and it's like, and it's funny, like, they go on to I don't know, the World Economic Forum or whatever, and they start crying about things that are borderline made up on from our own country, like how they say no dictators and all this, no kings, referencing Trump. And like, they say this at one of those world events where there's actual dictators and kings there. And it's like, are you guys just not realize how out of touch and stupid you are and sound and look right now, and how embarrassing you are to the country? They act like Trump's embarrassing. No, you're embarrassing with your dumb rhetoric. Biden was embarrassing with how he bowed down to everybody and was sleeping all the time and all this. But for some reason, that was great. Anyways, going on a huge tangent here. The whole point was I just wanted to talk about his comment. Sure, it's a little bit insensitive and stuff, but it's justified. And in a way, it's fair, Because, like I said, they're not going to be crying for him, that's for sure. They're going to be all acting like it's the best day in the whole world. I mean, they've been saying this since his campaign. The assassination attempts. You had one job. How did you miss? And having their meltdowns and all this. And, I think... What was it? There was people that were trying to call for more assassination attempts, and if you don't miss, it'll be the best day of my life, and all this crazy crap. It's like, in the past, like, let's say 6 years, this guy's been through a lot, okay? All the allegations against him, the 4 years in Biden's presidency, it was just constantly trying to get him for everything. Constantly in court. Constantly, you have these declassified documents in your Mar-a-Lago bathroom when it's properly, thoroughly secured. But we gotta cry about that. Biden's are just hanging out in the garage with the garage door open. Anybody could walk in and look at those. But yours are, behind a locked door in your secured Mar-a-Lago home with... I think he had, Secret Service members there too? Like, that's so bad though. Constantly, and then they finally found the 34 felony counts by really fluffing it up. They found one stupid thing that's not even a felony, found a way to twist it to make it a felony, and then they took every step of the way and put those as a charge, which is how they got the 34. And then the 2 assassination attempts, and all this other nonsense, and it's just like, maybe if the guy's a little hardened nowadays and not as goofy as he was like before, like his first presidency, that was coming off of The Apprentice. He was just a laid back, easygoing guy, and then everyone treated him like crap. So now you get this. You get a hardened guy who's just like, F you. You all want to say F you to me, I'm going to say F you to you. I'm going to be real. I didn't like the guy. I didn't like Robert Mueller, so I'm glad he's dead. Like, what do you expect? Anyways, that's really all I got. I just wanted to talk about this because, CNN is stupid. They should be CNL, can't not lie. But anyhow, that's all I got. Thanks for listening, and until next time, have a great day.